So, if you've seen my past videos, you should know by now that this is my most anticipated game of this year. And, well, obviously the game in question is Uncharted 4. And, yeah, this blew past all my expectations. And my expectations were already sky high. So, let's just get on the review. It's gonna be a quick review, so let's get to it. Starting off, the graphics. The graphics are immaculate. The landscapes are just awe-inspiring. I've literally stopped and just looked at this landscape. Thought, holy shit, that is just someone made that. Someone had to make that pixel for pixel. That is just beautiful. And on top of that, the facial animations. The facial animations are just so lifelike. They were just so beautiful. Not at all was the immersion was never broken once. I honestly felt like I was watching a movie. I felt like I was watching real people. So yeah, obviously graphics, just wanted to mention that. Yes, I understand graphics. Who gives a shit about graphics? But when they're this beautiful and you just have to stop and just appreciate them, you gotta note them. Alright, now, regardless of that, let's actually focus on what really matters. The gameplay. And, well, if you played Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, you're pretty much getting the exact same experience, but with added refinements. And, well, the grappling hook really does change things a lot. I mean, it's the same, same kind of, same battle mode, same all that shit. It's just the grappling hook really adds like a whole nother dimension to climbing. It's just swinging around like freaking Tarzan. It just felt great. It was just really cool. The game physics really shined here because of that. Because the gravity physics, everything was just beautiful. The way you hooked onto things. Sometimes something would give way and you'd have to hook on with something. It really focuses on your reflexes on top of your skills. And honestly, it really livens up, actual climbing things. And that's actually a good thing due to the fact that, well, if you've seen other reviewers, comments and stuff, yeah, this game is pretty much 70% climbing. Also, there are a lot of puzzles in this game. Not, as much as a regular puzzle game, but enough to the point where I was like, I had to literally sit down and think, okay, so that's where that goes. Wait, where the hell is this? Oh, that's where that is. Okay, so pretty much sit down, shut up, and just observe something. That's the way to do it. Okay, and done. The driving sequences are really, really fun. I really wish there was more of them, but for what we got, it's still a really, really good, experience. Besides, the gameplay, which the gunplay is fantastic. Everything is fantastic about that. Let's get to the actual the most important thing of the Uncharted series. Yes, gameplay is great. Yes, graphics are great, but the story. The story is a little, I guess in the sense of the lore, kind of shoehorned in because of a certain character. Obviously, I'm talking about Sam, Nate's brother. It's just weird to him to just appear. They do give an explanation of why and all that stuff, so just don't worry about that. I mean, it'll all make sense down the road. When you're like, oh, okay, so that explains that, and that explains that. Okay, so that's why he was absent. Okay, that makes sense. But it does seem a little bit, like they kind of just shoved this storyline into the main series. Having said that, though, it fits perfectly. This story is just superb. And the thing that really shines in this game is the characters. I mean, yes, we already know Nate, we already know Sully, we already know Elena, yes, that's from the past games. But, not saying this wasn't present in the past games, but, the chemistry between the characters actually felt stronger this time around. Not only that, but the backstories, the actual emotions are really brought to the forefront. I honestly was empathizing with these characters. I mean, I really honestly felt like I got to know these characters personally. These characters were just, they were just jumping off the screen, and I felt like I actually knew them. The characters one of the biggest parts of this game, and the writers and actors really delivered on that front. And yes, I say actors because it's not just voiced. Just like Last of Us, they use full body mocap acting in this, and it really shows, and it really paid off. Now, pretty much, I've just been talking about the story. So, also, yes, obviously, I played the multiplayer. I played the beta back then, but, multiplayer now is pretty much the same. Still, really, really smooth experience. It's just good old-fashioned third-person multiplayer. It's just fantastic. And also, the new features that were introduced in the single player are present here, and they feel just as home. I honestly felt like, swinging around and shooting a guy in the head, it felt great. I freaking loved the multiplayer experience. And it's weird to think that this is just a supplementary, to the main thing, whereas nowadays the story mode is actually supplementary to the multiplayer. This game is completely the other way around. You come here for the story, and you stay for the multiplayer. But yeah, bottom line, this is an amazing game, and if you own a PS4, this is a must-buy. And if you don't own a PS4, you actually might consider buying. Like, this is the kind of game that sells consoles. This is a console seller game. I mean, this is an experience that whether you can play it at a friend's house, doesn't matter, even if you don't want to give them money, try to find a way to play this game because it is a damn great experience and a damn good game at that. Well, that's the video. And yeah, some of you may be wondering, yeah, how does this game, you know, rank up to the rest of the series and all that? And I'm just gonna say it, Uncharted 2 is the best of the Uncharted series, bar none. At least I would have said that if this game hadn't come out. I mean, I honestly can't choose between them. And, you know, I may, you know, just be, you know, riding on the high that, you know, I just played this game. I'm so cranked about playing it. I freaking love it. But I shouldn't be even saying that. I mean, this game right here is one of my favorite games of all time. You know, I know I've said that before, but legitimately, I have a list of my favorite games of all time, and this is in my top 10. Not even joking. So yeah, me even saying that, it just sounds crazy, but the fact that I can see both of these games as equals is amazing. I freaking love that. I mean, one of my favorite games on the PS3 just happens to be a prequel to one of my favorite games on the PS4. And honestly, I can't choose. And that's, I love it. But yeah, if you guys actually have, you know, an actual opinion on this, what do you guys think? Which one's better, Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 4? I'm not trying to start a war or anything. I'm just trying to say, you know, personally, I'm not going to choose sides because I freaking love both of them equally. But yeah, which one do you prefer? But regardless, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.
What? Is that it?
You asked for it. Oh.
You gotta be kidding me.